Hello. Today I'm going to be talking on day 12. I'm going to be talking about making a home. To me, the meaning is in making. It is an action. There is another part to that as well, but it's not explicit. It's baked into another well-known saying that home is where the heart is. Yes, my heart is in my chest, so my body is my home. My heart extends to the outside world as well. My heart is with my wife, and consequently both of our hearts and bodies dwell in the same shell made of wood, glass, and love. That is why I'm sticking to the location of my house to bake in metaphors to remind myself how and why I do what I do. What I do to keep my heart in a state of home is surprisingly simple and can be equally difficult, seeing as that I've lost that in the past. It's in the little things, another saying. I'm a tidier or a chore doer, which is a huge way I like to show my love. Chores like sweeping the floors is a simple way to clean up and feel accomplished. Besides the simple pleasure of watching the dustpan go into the trash bin, I get joy knowing that my wife will not feel the urge to sweep when she gets home. Instead, we can spend quality time over a puzzle or cooking or just spend some time next to one another on our phones or diddling just in front of a fire. So for me, cleaning the house is a way to show my love. Investing time at improving and maintaining where I live is a simple enough way to explain how I make a home. It is so important to fill space with time and action that will leave a foundation even if the world is shaking. On our devices, in our newspapers, and sometimes seemingly everywhere, we can find hurt and troubles. My heart will not look away from the struggles of others. It is how I was raised and who I choose to be. But it is crazy important to not let others' pain cause me to lose sight of my home. I recently voluntarily checked into a behavioral health hospital. I did so because I lost sight of the simple life. My world became entrenched, a war metaphor for war times, with fixing problems I could not fix. My energy was all over the place, and it impacted everything for me. I did not know how to get back to balance and became emotionally unwell. And I was unwell for too long. Instead of analyzing my imbalance, I thought I could help others. My in vain attempts hardly ended in resolution, which grew dis-ease. My relationships became distant because I was operating on actions without results. Dis-ease, unease, disease. Just a fun play on words there. Now, I'm not implying that working towards lofty goals is something unworthy of my time. For example, I'm not in my attic, but I wrote this in my attic, a space in my home where I cannot physically stand without bumping my head. A long-term goal we are working toward is dormering the ceiling. This just means to raise the roof, another saying. It is a financially lofty goal, but we will continue to work toward it. What I meant by actions without results is thinking about those with homes and wanting to help. Noble, yes, but so is balance. I cannot snap my fingers and give my families a home. This is unattainable for me. Even if the finances were there, keeping the family connected with resources and education would take an organization that I do not have the desire to build. I let these thoughts eat away my time, and I grew pessimistic and lost some of my kindness. The worst part of the experience was I developed a no one can understand attitude and lost trust in people. When I checked into the hospital, I did not know what to expect because I already figured out I would never go back. But back I was, and thank heavens I did. I learned coping skills and knowledge so that I can keep my memories in heart. I do not know how to call it yet, but on December 18th, 2022, I had an emotional rebirth. Call it my balance birth. It was thanks to the hospital and staff, a specific piece of knowledge shared with me by another patient. We are in a microcosm of the outside world, she said, followed by, if you can be balanced and happy in here, you can find balance anywhere. Oh my God, these words changed me. First of all, no one person besides me can choose to balance myself. People can care for me and lead me to water, but it is up to me to drink. Also, after hearing that, it made me want to stay in the hospital and hone my craft of balance. Before that knowledge drop, I did not know what was what, and I was in a state of uncertainty and panic. I wanted out, but thank God for the person, because after that I held on to creating balance for myself in a tumultuous place. So if that resonates with you, wherever you are, hold on to it like I did through whatever chaos you are in. You can get through it, and you will endure the microcosm, and you will get to a place of home in your own body. So tips are pulsing. Some tips are pulsing your hand between your thumb and forefinger to reduce anxiety. You can touch the tips of each finger to lessen anger. And try to follow a plan, not the mood, when you are at a loss and subject to overwhelming emotion. Pick up a writing utensil or color or doodle to free space in your mind. You can start with a small goal you want to achieve each day, like a morning prayer or intention. Create a long-term goal and do not suffer over it. Play solitaire. Sooner or later you will see the way you spend your time will get filled with success and achievement. You will see that life will have room for kindness and encouragement. Space will open up for you to achieve loftier goals, and you will be happy with how it unfolds. Always remember that as simple as it seems, it can be easy to ignore, even when your mind says things like puzzling is childish or people who will make fun of my art. You must tell your mind that you will do those things anyhow. Keep your inner gyroscope on and let yourself bring joy into your life. The joy you see is joy you made. Happy day 12.